Here's one piece of this desire issue that I'm really surprised I don't hear more about. Have you ever noticed how the intensity, well, first of all, there's different kinds of desires, right? So I always think of this, that it's not that desire goes away as you offer it, but you start to see what the highest desire is that's ruling you. Because I actually think this nature of being inside of a human body creates desire. Just being inside of the skin and bones and blood, it's like the cells want. That's what they do. So, but if there is a ruling desire that says, I want the divine will, that's a desire. You know, so like when people would write that on my Facebook page, they would say, well, you know, you're teaching this stuff, but what are you, like some cold fish? Like you don't want things? And I'm like, of course I want, just like any human. I just have this compelling, almost obsessive, I would say, desire that the divine will take over. And that trumps all the others. So, you know, then that becomes like the container that holds everything else. So it doesn't matter what else arises, it's all fine. You're just saying, if that's meant to happen, that's going to happen. Because this one overriding umbrella is holding everything else. And that may sound really obvious, but it's very seldom what you see. What there usually is that there's all these lesser ones that are in there that are like, yeah, that's all good. Well, let me tell you how I usually see desire talked about. Usually the way it is somebody says, I'm co-creating. God and I are co-creating what I'm going to get next. And so I make a list, and then I give it to the divine, like the divine is the lackey that goes and makes it all happen. I think at one point we made a t-shirt that said, God is not my bitch, but that's okay. And, but you know, that there's this, like you make this list, and then you give it to the divine, and then the divine scurries around and is working on it. And then people write me, and they say, you know, I read your book. I'm really into co-creation too. I tell God all the time what I want, and then God goes and makes it happen for me. And I'm like, really? I don't have that experience. I have God usually laughing hysterically. If I would, it's not even interesting to me to do that anymore, because so many things I wanted in my 20s and 30s, all I can say right now is thank the freaking Lord they never happened. If I sat here and thought, I have 7 planets in fire in my chart, of a pretty passionate nature. If those things had all happened, I would be dead now. So thank God, because I think I'm supposed to be here for some other reason.